up. Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're off and running from Landover. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. It's Pacheco again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Pacheco hauls it in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So through 1, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. This has been a good drive, but it's at risk here on 3rd down. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Mahomes to throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now it's Mahomes. Has his man. It's Pacheco. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Chiefs in a spot to potentially go for it here. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll go. It's Mahomes. This one's caught. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Jamison Crowder on the return. And look at this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
They'll throw first play here with Daniels. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And he had just enough leg behind that one. It is off the crossbar and through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I know some of you watching may be surprised to see his kick need a little kiss from the crossbar to make it over. But kicking in the NFL is one of the toughest things to do. Okay, if we pulled somebody from these stands, they'd have trouble hitting from 30. You get up into the 40s, it becomes real easy for the best in the league to sometimes miss-hit one.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Off play action, it's Mahomes. He fires one deep down the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Attack!
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Escapes out to the left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Frankie Louvu. And the Commanders make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Chiefs will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
At the 32-yard line.
The Chiefs ring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Up and good from Blankenship. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's a return from the 7. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And he makes the Hess goal. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Butker to try the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Harrison Butker at the kickoff for Kansas City.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Fielded at the 14. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
He's on the move. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. On the move, headed right. Complete out to the right side. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody. That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Right back to Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kid, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that.
And Washington into the dime here, defending pass, 3rd down coming. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into traffic, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. So we're through 3 here. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Called in by Worthy. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. First and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Yellow.
Pistol now for Mahomes. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Down, brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Here's Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go! Go!
Daniels now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Running back sent in motion. He'll get this one to Brown. Field. So So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Got to figure out this third down here.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Stephanie.
Throwing now, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And he's brought down after a short gain. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the fourth.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs grow the lead now to 22 points. Butker on now to kick this one away. Crowder with a return here. And look at this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go now. Let's go.
Now Daniels to throw. That's complete. Here's Brown. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Buys time, rolling right. And that one's going to hit the turf. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So that brings up 2nd down.
18, Robert, 18. Get up.
Again, Daniels to the air. Forced out to his right. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Come on, set.
Daniels back to throw. Chased out to his right. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Commanders again for 2 here.
The Commanders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Go.
He's throwing for it. And he's going to cross for the score. They trim that deficit down to 14. Well, not the way they drew it up, partner, but when it works, who cares? They didn't defend the check down throw, and it's open for 2.
I can still remember one of my first red zone days way back when. Touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. Now, I know it's not a touchdown, but this check down, well, it was a valuable 2 points.
He'll take this at the 10. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114,
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So it'll be 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's trying to go deep again. Big gain downfield. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels escapes the pocket. That's completed right side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Ready.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He's on the move. Ooh, look at this. Here he goes. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the 43. On the move, headed right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Now the Commanders lining up for another 2-point try. They kick the running back in motion. Here's Daniels. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Crowder with a return here. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete. McLaurin along the sideline. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
Big catch made, and he got both feet in. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Cup 19. Let's go now. 19, pioneer. Go.
Daniels from the pistol. Buying some time right. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
43.
From the red zone now. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 25. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. Crowder with a return here. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing